everybody, welcome back to my channel, and thank you for tuning in to another video. Last time we left off with Calus being betrayed by his own Ghost Primus, Ghaul. We learned that he was sent onto a Leviathan, exiled from the planet that he was at, or even their galaxy, sent to the far dark regions of space. And that's kind of where we left off, so we're going to continue from that. So sit down, get comfortable, relax, because today we'll be talking about Calus and his mighty vessel, the Leviathan. So, Calus' exile from his homeworld has all started with just Ghaul, and when Calus found him. There is one interesting lore tab on a gun called Ghost Primus that can be earned from the new Leviathan raid. The lore tab says that when Calus found Ghaul, he took him to his arena where he'd see other contestants fighting to the death. Ghaul showed him his true strength in his Colosseum, fighting very differently from everyone else. This left Calus really impressed. Here's what the lore tab says. Ghaul was an unexpected gift to my Colosseum, a disfigured albino from the outer wastes who defeated opponents 3 times his weight. How could I resist such a unique creature? He fought with terrible discipline and patience. Most gladiators wanted to stand in the center of the arena and trade blows until the weaker one died. Not Ghaul. He never attacked from the front. Never stood in one place. Frustrated and exhausted, his opponent would make a mistake. I used to play a game with those puffed up aristocrats that would gamble at my arena. I bet on Ghaul, and anyone who had displeased me had to bet against him. It was fun for a time, but his talent was too vulnerable to risk in the Colosseum. I appointed him Primus of the Red Legion, instead set him loose upon my enemies. So the lore tab basically says that Ghaul used to fight in Calus' Colosseum, but Calus saw more potential in him. So he actually promoted Ghaul to leader of the Red Legion. I'd also like to read about a couple other interesting things during Calus' reign on his empire. In one of the other Leviathan weapons called Inaugural Address, it states that Calus sends the consul into the wasteland to die, or something like that. Because I guess he was corrupted, or say he betrayed Calus. It doesn't really say what the consul did, or maybe it does. I might be missing on something, but it just says that he sent him out, and it's actually a pretty interesting card. Here, let me read it. I wanted a desert of pure white sand to stage my celebration. It took them 3 days to clear the wasteland of any stone or plant of offending color. When they were done, it was a perfect canvas for the violet pavilion. Recreated my court in nearly every detail beneath the glinting sun. The first act of my coronation was to have the consul kneel at my feet. He was a pathetic figure, stripped of title, rank, and clothing. He would never wield power again, and would beget no heir. I made sure of that personally. I had only one single word for him. Run. So from this lore tab, he was pretty cruel to the consul. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure this is the consul we know who befriended Ghaul. It could be, or it could be another consul, it could be a type of name, but I think this is him. But Calus finds out that Ghaul is starting to act kind of suspicious, and he does something that he never thought he would do. Here's the card for the conspirator, a scout rifle in the Leviathan raid. Ghaul spent too much time in too close communication with those I had humbled. What good would come of those hushed tones and sidelong glances? Do you think I would not notice? I dispatched a spy to follow him, to think that I felt guilt in that moment. One should never doubt their gut when it comes to trust in another. I realize now what I should have realized then, as I am like no other, that no other is alone as I. What a curse it is to be a god that loves. So in this lore tab, Calus actually sent spies to spy on Ghaul because he was getting suspicious, and he thought it was nothing, but he soon regrets that because he should have realized then that Ghaul was planning to overthrow him. So after Calus gets exiled onto the Leviathan and gets exiled from his empire, he's wallowing on the Leviathan just in sorrow. And this is one of the things that he says to himself or thinks. It's really interesting. It's from a lore tab called Sins of the Past. It's from the rocket launcher from the Leviathan raid. Here it is. I weep for what the Cabal have become, a war machine forged in Ghaul's own image. Its obsession with the ideal form has produced a hollow people devoid of culture, robbed of their history. The Leviathan is now home to the last of us true Cabal. We will remember the old ways, while I am the wellspring from which our great civilization flows. And when my empire returns, the traitors will see us through a dark mirror. We will be a terrifying reminder of their former selves. In that moment, they will feel the shame of their betrayal. They will know I have come for revenge. The Red Legion will not escape the sins of their past. They shall be consumed by them. So yeah, that's basically what happened. Calus' exile and his thoughts on the Leviathan. I'll probably be making another video about Calus and just his adventures on the Leviathan and how he took people in from other galaxies and planets and turned them into his shadows, people with one goal, to assassinate Ghaul. But that is a story for another time. But anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate whoever comes by and just watches my videos. It's just, I thank you a whole lot. And I will be making more lore videos on Destiny, but I'm thinking about going to other games because I'm really interested on there. But we'll see what the future holds. But for now, I'll see you soon, Guardians. Peace out.